Hey Virgo, welcome to your 2020 reading. It is a general reading. It is for you if you have your sun, moon, ascendant in Virgo, or if you have any strong placements in Virgo. So you could be like a Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising or sun, but have your Jupiter in Virgo or something like that. Then you may find that the Virgo reading really ties into your energy. Okay, so what I can see here for this year is quite a lot of new beginnings. There'll be lots of opportunities. In fact, your luck very much lies in you having faith, taking chances. Sorry, suddenly my throat is just clogged up. But yeah, I feel that this year is going to be quite fun, exciting. I want to say monumental for some people. It may be a year that you look back on where you feel, okay, this is where real change happened for me. This is where I really turned a new leaf. And I see you this year becoming a lot more decisive. You may find it easier to make decisions this year, important ones as well, with the Lovers card here, the Two of Coins and the Seven of Coins as well. We'll talk about decision. And then we do have the Aces, or the Ace of Swords at least, which again talks about decisions being made this year being quite important. So it could be that you make a big decision this year about a long-term life goal or decision or road that you want to go down. Maybe with regards to your career, something new may have changed there. Or it could be that the decisions that you're making, it may just be the way that you're making decisions now is from a much more heart-based or your higher self, I would say. There is going to be the temptation, I think, this year to act without giving things too much thought or not having patience. Maybe a challenge for you as well. Also, you may feel a lot of excitement, like you want to just start something. You don't really want to have to think about things too much. You may have more of an inclination to do that. Jupiter will be trining your sun, ascendant or moon, or any placements really in Virgo, and Taurus for that matter. But as you're reading, we'll talk about Virgo. So yeah, it will be trining your Virgo placements, bringing a lot of luck and opportunities. So this year is going to probably go really smoothly, especially when it comes to love and romance, gambling, taking chances, small businesses, children as well. We have got 2 pages here as well. So children may also be at the forefront of your year as well. There could be a large focus on that, maybe improving communication with your kids, maybe being more playful with them as well, maybe not being so serious. Now, we do have Saturn moving out of Capricorn, even though it was trining the Sun. It may still have brought quite a lot of seriousness into your 5th house, which is about children and fun, gambling, taking chances, being lucky. They're all, and self-love as well. It's very much tied into the 5th house. There could have been some really big lessons around that. And this is, now you seem to have developed this ability to maybe get into your heart space in a more structured way. You're able to move forward in a more structured way and make decisions that balance out, that are balanced, and consider the responsibilities of the decision as well as the benefits. And also just knowing how to choose. It's like you're more certain of what's important to you now, basically. Like, your outlook is more certain. I feel. And I think that you will be experiencing a lot of, an increase in confidence as well with the Six of Wands here. However, you come into the year with the Lovers card, so it is, as you come into the year period, you're making some sort of decision, probably around love or a career path. You may be deciding to leave something or to start something new, making a decision about some sort of commitment, maybe around your children, self-love, or a commitment just to have more fun, maybe to socialize more as well. I feel that maybe one of your challenges as well may be kind of getting your head around this new way of doing things, to not overthink things and instead to simply act from your heart space. And Jupiter really does light up your heart space. It lights up your fifth house and it trines your sun. And both of those connections talk about your heart, your path, your life path, what you strive for, what you love, where you find yourself to be a leader, maybe in some ways as well, or where you shine. It's definitely going to be a year where you shine. You've got the Sun card as well under the deck. So yeah, there'll be plenty of opportunity for you to be recognized for things this year as well. And maybe that's also what you're going to be focused on, is being recognized. The Knight of Pentacles as well does tell me that there will be a need for you to kind of pay attention to details still, to ensure that all your efforts are not just around you looking good and building a reputation or name for yourself or being recognized, but also having some real practical goals that, that will stand the test of time, that will be more than a passing perception of you or reputation that you have, but something that's solid that will still benefit you, in years to come. So it may be that you need to invest any money you earn this year wisely. As it is, the Jupiter transit does only last for a year. So maybe Spirit is saying, really don't rush, even though you have lots of opportunities, and be quite excited and definitely be feeling confident and magnanimous and, big like Jupiter. That this is actually a very fortuitous time and a lot can be gained. So there needs to be some more depth to your goals as well this year. They probably already do, you being a Virgo, and especially with Saturn recently transiting your fifth house. You probably do and are quite clear on your goals now. And I think Spirit is just saying, just remember them. And that also that remember, all good things come to those who wait. It's that kind of energy here as well. Not to think that things aren't working out because you don't see maybe all the money coming in just yet. But to just maybe if anything, not to, if you do find yourself worrying about that, just worry about building that reputation, building that thing that will last. Maybe establishing your brand if you have your own company. Things like that. You may need to focus on all the things you can do, that you can use again or that will benefit you in the future. And all good things do come to those who wait, and that's the Seven of Coins. That's half the message anyway with this card. So you might find yourself and see yourself as someone who's investing in their future, who's waiting for things to happen, who's made a decision. And I think you've made a commitment to a particular road here, and I think you very much feel that way. And now you're just kind of waiting to see, well, what's going to happen now? Like, when is it going to happen? But it's a case of you needing to tend to things this year as well. But you'll be given, this big boost of confidence as well to get there. Opportunities may be around you. most definitely with the Fool card, to try completely new things. So you may meet people that are, very different to you, that maybe push your boundaries in some way, make you stretch yourself, maybe put you on stage. I see someone maybe pushing you onto, into the spotlight somehow. Maybe it's the things that they do that kind of, you maybe assisting them or being of service to something puts you in the center stage, in the spotlight, where you get to shine. Okay. And it's a very much a case of doing things and then seeing what's going to happen this year. So I think it's taking a lot more chances. You're gambling more, which makes sense, the Jupiter being in the fifth. And just taking more chances. I think in life this year, feeling a bit more confident about doing that. And I think there'll be a lot of luck around that as you do it. So yeah, this would be very good for, I guess, people who like a gamble from time to time. It's looking like taking chances maybe on something you haven't done before, and following your instincts as well, not worrying, not being too calculating about your decisions when it comes to following your heart, but to like trust the fact that the desire that's in your heart is to be valued and listened to, and any yearnings that you have to do something new, you should if it's fear that's stopping you, or I'm not really even seeing fear, okay? 'Cause I'm seeing a lot of bravery. I think what might stop you is just your analysis paralysis, because this is in your hopes and fears, and this is also your challenge. So it could be more issues around worrying about what could go wrong. It's more that it's like, well, you're calculating things, and maybe the probability is that, okay, I've done this before, and maybe it does add up to, oh, yeah, that probably won't work. But you're being asked here to not, I think, be so tough on yourself and not to be so logical about things, maybe, and instead to go at things with a curiosity. So it's to go in and get involved to find out if it can work. It's about actually doing the thing to see if it can work, rather than doing the maths first and getting the probability and then saying, okay, well, I'm not going to do that because the likelihood is it won't work. You're being asked here to try things out, and follow your heart in doing that as well, especially with the Sun card and the Lovers card here. It could also be that you're in a bit of a comfort zone as well, possibly. That is maybe tempting, in a very tempting way. It may seem like it's okay to stay where you are, or like I said, it could be more habits, maybe like just a habitual way or a way of being that is, you could stay there, you could do that. Maybe it's a case of you want to start your own business, but you're also maybe working, say, for instance. And although you hate the fact that you've got to get up every day and go into work and, do everything that you're told and things like that, be so constrained to the rules and regulations of the workplace and working. But then you've got this whole new business idea, okay? And the business idea could potentially be great. It could do very well. But then you're very comfortable in your workplace. Like maybe they look after you very well. Maybe you've got good benefits. Maybe, the people that you work with are okay. Everything is kind of cool, but there's something bigger maybe calling you. And it's sometimes the Lovers card can be that, where you actually have two very good choices. and that you will have to consult your higher self, or equally, your heart, and really understand what it is that you need to do to feel fully involved in your life, fully enjoying your life, I guess, and doing the things that you want to do, understanding what it is that you truly need and what truly makes you happy, will enable you to make decisions a lot easier this year. So it is about trying new things as well, and not doing the tried and tested, but actually trying new things. I mean, if it's a case of if it's a case of that you don't know really what it is that really truly, you could do every day and not get paid for it, or you would love to have dedicated all the time of your life to that thing and feel like you would have made a difference in the world, or if you haven't got that clear or have some inkling, then this may be a year for you to try things out. And I feel that even in the trying things out, simply you putting yourself out there seems to bring in luck for you as well. That's where your opportunities lie, is in you taking chances, trying new things at least, if not taking chances. So in the past, we have the Two of Coins. This is you not maybe ever being able to make a decision, feeling stuck. Money as well may have been quite up and down this year. I see that there's progress being made here then with the Knight of Pentacles. It may be a new job that you start as well. That could be on the books for some of you, or in the cards, I should say, for some of you. Maybe a change in career here. I think you're wanting to be recognized though, either way. It's a focus. It's to be appreciated. And I think maybe to feel like you're making a difference, or you're using your skills and your time, and your individuality, whatever it is that makes you shine. You want to be recognized for that, and you may very well receive that recognition. But in the past, you may have been deliberating. Oh, I don't know what I should do. Maybe you had your business going and were working, and now you feel this year there's an opportunity to choose one or the other, choose one way, one job or one option, And we've got new beginnings here with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So there is this new energy coming in for you around work and around your perception of work, maybe. Yeah, perception of your long-term goals, recognition. I feel like you're wanting recognition this year, and it could just be Jupiter just really like messing about with your sun, just like making you feel really confident and making you feel really optimistic. Like, yeah, I'm the ish. Like, you could be very, very, and you may feel like you want to be recognized. So that could be happening a lot this year as well. So, say as well with the outcome here, we've got the Six of Swords. So you're going to be having a lovely, I think overall, the advice is to well, one, with the Six of Swords, to always look for solutions in a problem, look for the way forward, and not to look back too much, to work with others, and to look forward. Travel could also be on the cards. But also with the Six of Swords, I feel like it's saying that this year will be like a bit of a break. I think you're going to feel like you caught a break this year. So I think for a lot of people, 2019 wasn't the easiest. And I think with Saturn in your fifth, can't be, the easiest energy to work with. Yeah, so I feel that you're going to be catching a break. There'll be a kind of sigh, a bigger kind of sigh of relief, or lots of solutions being found to maybe problems that you had that were maybe causing you mental stresses. And it could have been about this decision. some sort of decision you have to make, or maybe the way that your finances are being juggled may have caused you some stress. But any sort of uncertainty is now in the past. And money issues, I think, will steady themselves out and will be a thing of the past. And I think this could be around you learning new skills or showcasing your skills. But yeah, I think it will be a year where you move forward towards calmer waters, and just to take it easy as well, and to avoid the drama. I feel as well, you're being told here to avoid the drama. Anything that stresses you out is also an indication that that's not part of your, it's not in line with your heart space. You know, if it stresses you out to, you know, where someone or something is stressful or lowers your vibe, you're being asked to move away from that. Sometimes at the cost of really leaving people behind as well, possibly. But yeah, there'll be lots of opportunities for you to move forward, to move away from issues. There may even be people around to help you. Travel may also be a good idea as well this year, with Jupiter playing such a large role, you know, in your kind of happiness and good vibes energy in the house of Leo, self-love sector of your life. Yeah, traveling will be a good idea, maybe to gain a new perspective on things as well, and to quiet the mind, but also to see how other people do it in other countries as well, getting, you know, speaking in a different way, you know, sometimes, and just change completely what's said, even though the same words are used, but just put in a different way, you know. So it's really expanding your consciousness, I guess. Yeah, lots of new beginnings though. These two aces are really good. There's potential here for and I think you feel it anyway, you're ready for something new. You instinctively feel like it's your sun that's being activated, you know, to try new things, to be confident, to even kind of connect more with your more masculine energy here as well. Like being the first person to do something, to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, may also be important this year. So we've got the Eight of Swords here, the Devil card and the Justice card as well, for further clarification about the outcome. So I feel like it's saying that, you know, there may be times this year where you feel like you can't make a decision with the Eight of Swords. It's going to be very much a year about decisions, and you may feel like you can't make the decision, but I think we're being asked to make one either way. Again, it's about experience. Yes, you may experience the devil energy, or you could experience some nice karma, justice, and everything working out in your favor. It could go either way. There is this potential here for, yeah, you know, there may be some times where you are faced with your ego, you know, or you know, things maybe don't go to plan, or there's some sort of lesson that's learned, or maybe in a way, you know, you follow your heart, you know, you follow what you love to do. The devil can also be a trickster, you know, where he says, oh, wouldn't you really like this? I think in one deck he's this guy with sweets and candy and toys, and he's got them in front of these kids, and it's like, obviously a child is going to run towards sweets and all those kind of things. So that is what the, you know, kids literally follow their heart, period. And it is saying, yes, there may be times where you do follow your heart and you do meet up with the devil, or you do get, you know, get in a muddle with something, or you end up maybe feeling tricked, or biting off more than you can chew, or maybe you take things to extremes as well with the devil card here. But the Eight of Swords is saying that no decision is not a good place to be in. To feel like you want to act and not act is not good. The Eight of Swords always says do something anyway. The Justice card, again, the Eight of Swords says you've got a lot going on in your head and you're not able to make a decision because you don't feel you have the experience. You don't have the physical experience. So I think you're being asked here to step into experiences and not be all up in your head trying to figure things out, and making calculated decisions, but just get involved. The Devil card isn't so bad as well, because it does talk about you actually learning a lesson, especially with the major arcana being it is a major arcana, that you are strong enough this year, I feel, to, even if you do find yourself in a muddle, to remain positive, to get back on that horse, to just try something else and put it down to experience. And the Devil card kind of asks you to do that. It asks you to put things down to experience and not to feel shame, not to get hooked into something as well. It talks more about the addiction element, but just to kind of take things as an experience. So, okay, so I've done that, even though it may be a devilish thing to do, whatever, in whatever way that could be, good or bad, whatever, but devilish, got the Devil card. But at least I've had the experience, And the Justice card here talks about you also landing on your feet, when you do make decisions. It's going to get you closer and closer again. You're going to become like almost an expert in a way of making decisions for yourself and being able to be brave, and to consider, really, it's about choosing the best options for yourself, getting to know yourself better, so you choose the best options for yourself, and that's the overall kind of outcome for the year. Okay, so then we've got the Page of Cups as the overall energy. So it will be about following your heart, being a bit more lighthearted in your approach to things, maybe enabling yourself to not get too emotionally invested in things, but again, to see things as an experience, having fun, socializing. Yeah, I think you'll be making maybe a lot of friends this year as well, that you can have fun with, that are cheerful, kind of in their heart space, young at heart, free, not really, maybe even flirtatious as well. Just lots of fun. I'm seeing lots of fun here for you this year. Meeting lots of people, drinking, socializing. Yeah. Following your heart. Maybe it's to do with children as well. Listening to what they need. Maybe seeing them as your future, so investing and making decisions around them. Seeing yourself, maybe in that 5-year plan or 10-year plan, saying, if my children could, reach to their highest potential, maybe with regards to education or something like that, or something else that they're involved in, that would totally make my life. Like, I would just sleep well every night to know that one thing, you might make them this huge priority. Like, you could be a soccer mom, or maybe your kids in gymnastics and they're about to go into the Olympics or something. Maybe there's a massive focus of investing in children and allowing them to shine, which effectively makes you shine as well. So there could be a lot of growth in the area of your children. You could be having a child. You could easily be getting pregnant this year with Jupiter in your 5th house. Most definitely. Or some of you may very well be giving birth this year. Yeah. And the Empress, talking about mothering. So there is some sort of energy here to do with being a mother, or the mothers in your life. And a lot of work is to be put in here. Temperance. Again, I think talking about travel, connecting to Jupiter, that Jupiter energy. You're being asked there to kind of keep things in moderation, but keep moving forward. Keep your objectives clear. And I think that comes down to, again, with that whole decision making. I think once your objectives are clear, and the Prince of Coins just talk about getting clear on what your objective is. Like, what are you trying to achieve here? Getting very clear on that. And that then allows you to kind of move through life in a way where you're picking the things that you know serve you and easily rejecting things that don't serve you because you have a plan. So I think that's quite important here as well. Being flexible as well with the Temperance card. But yeah, we do have abundance. Money, I think, seems to be good this year. You may see, with the Empress card as well and the Three of Coins, foundations will be laid, but I think this year will be a time of laying some sort of foundations, or maybe starting to see the growth of all the work that you've been putting in this year. I think a foundation has either been made or is going to be made this year, and it will, it's going to require patience and doing your due diligence in some things as well, sticking to things that you've decided to do, being committed to see the fruits of something rather than being impatient and giving up, because you may be a bit more impulsive as well, potentially. So yeah, okay. So yeah, working with others, collaborations, or maybe making more money too this year. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for you, Capricorn, for 2012. Not Capricorn, Virgo. Virgo. Oh gosh. Okay, I can't take all of those. Okay, so we've got tribe at the base of the deck. So family may be important, children, and other karmic connections that you may have, maybe soul families. Maybe you'll be meeting your tribe this year. Yeah, there is collaborations that will be happening. I think you'll be working with like-minded people. But again, people who are expansive, and they could even be younger than you. Okay, so you may be taking on more of a motherly role in this group or this new thing that you're doing. You may find yourself to be around a bunch of people that are a lot younger than you. So we've got unfinished symphony. So again, I feel like in the past you've been working on something, building a foundation, and now it's time to take things to the next level here with the unfinished symphony card. Okay, so half the symphony was written and now the next part is to be written. Okay, so turning a new leaf this year. Okay, and you're actually gaining from any hard work that you've put in over the past, maybe even 10 years. You're going to see the fruits of your labor, I feel, this year, most definitely. And it will kind of set you up for a whole new level of progression or success. And you're being asked here to be flexible, but to also be disciplined as well. Because what goes around comes around energy here. There is some sort of maybe karmic energy. Again, this could just be talking about, like I said, you gaining a lot from things that you've done in the past, from seeds that you've sown in the past and now kind of reaching fruition. And I think that, yeah, this could just be talking about you being more flexible and allowing yourself to kind of stretch and to grow in new ways. And also to maybe, like I said, be some sort of performer. Be in a performance, showing everyone what you can do as well. Maybe being a bit of a show off because you're so good. You maybe have trained yourself so well. Maybe in juggling your finances, maybe you will be helping other people in their finances and you do it so well. I feel that any trials and tribulations that you've experienced have only really served to refine you and make you even more better at what you do or what you're good at. So yeah. And then we've got change in the wind. Yeah, whole new leaf is being turned. Unnecessary things are being blown away. You've got some new fresh air coming in here into your life now. So I'm going to go ahead and read number 12, change in the wind. So it says, a sense of that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. So it says, it's human nature to yearn for certainty and to resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes, yet nothing in human experience is ever black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scattered seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Yeah. And that does tie into the Fool card, where I said, yeah, it's really in the unknown and trying new things. That's where your luck, I said luck lies, but it says here, that's where the magic lies. I'm going to read the protection message as well. Oh, actually, the prosperity message looks quite good, actually. It says, as you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to somebody else. Perhaps you've perceived something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You may not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out and all will be well. Even better, actually, trust. So yeah, changes, I think, with regards to your money are happening, and it may be, it's like a gestation period. It may require you some patience. Things may not seem like they're always moving forward, but they are, especially if you have a clear goal in mind and you keep working towards that. So it says there are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and is for the best, for the higher good. Even if this storm blows away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. So yeah, take from that what you will. I'm not going to elaborate. I think I'm going to take whatever you need to take for the reading, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for supporting me this whole year, or for as long as you have been, or for all the years before that, even with my ups and downs and inconsistencies sometimes. I thank you for being here, and yeah, please do continue to support me through 2020. I enjoy reading for you guys, so yeah, I love being here, and I thank you for being here too. Thank you. All right, take care. Happy 2020. Bye.